Only you can shout.
Here we go. Let's see, I had a design document of a sort, this, which is not terribly helpful, but not even really communicate what I'm doing. Too bad, I'm gonna just do it and not talk about it. From scratch, I wrote a terrain generator thing, so it's not entirely from scratch. I'm gonna replace this with a low poly thing, but for now this is fine. I don't work with terrains too much in Unity. I'm curious how to change the default color. There's got to be a way to just apply like a color material to it. I'm thinking here, grass tint. This doesn't seem to do anything. Material, built-in standard. Let's go with a custom material. Cool. Now I can do some kind of material. Unlit green. Darker green, maybe. Green. Oh, I should pull this over. I have chat open. There. Now I can see it and you can see it. Yeah, it's ugly, but you know, it's good enough to start, maybe. I mean, otherwise it would have just been like a flat. Maybe I do want some lighting, just some shading in the meantime. Standard. Something like this for now. I'm not going to push too hard on this terrain because I wasn't even going to do terrain. Got a list of things to do. Game, we're going to make a game. Object and global singleton. Because it's an easy place to put stuff. I'm going to steal code from other projects, which I wish was a little easier. I should make sure chat's working. Chat. I don't even check this stream. I should make sure the stream is working. Is there audio? Okay, yep, okay. Let's see, what has a game object? I mean, I'm going to do a player at some point, so maybe I'll grab that because it has a singleton bit in it. Copy and paste programming. So actually this is, I need to get game object, find game. Okay, this is just a useful kind of global singleton to have around. I also want to start a player, and my player is going to be based off of visitor center. So I'm going to go grab this. This is 256. Player, let's see. That's pretty simple. I think I might just let's see. So now I'm thinking I'm going to do up and down. So actually I might want the Tiggle player. It's kind of annoying you can't have multiple projects open at once. Okay, yeah, so this is how I did this. I'm going to borrow from this project. Player, character controller, and the camera doesn't really have anything interesting on it. Definitely going to use Retro Pixel Pro. Okay, back to the real project. See, all that work just to see what was going on. So let's have a player. Put the camera on the player. Let's make a player script. I'm going to grab all of this. I'm going to have to start importing things rewired and such. There's a bunch of stuff I'm not going to use. Okay, I need to start getting some assets in here that I'm using. Low poly free pack. I might want some of that. I forget what's in it though. I'll look at it after these other imports. There we go. Yes. Come on. Ugh. What are you doing? Maybe I should get some music going. I wonder if that music will work though. Desktop audio. I do a whole setup for that to work. Never mind. Yes, yes. Oh, come on. It's a Mac Pro. Mm-hmm. Skip, skip, skip. Done. I think the most obnoxious part of every project is getting rewired in. Let's get RetroPixel Pro. You can do it. This is helpful for prototyping. Seems like a really stupid package, but it has a bunch of models in it that are helpful for prototypes and game jams and the like. It's supposed to be open source where possible. So I'm gonna put all this source on GitHub and maybe just not commit the assets. A lot of the assets I'll probably just replace. I mean, the source code is the most interesting stuff in a way. So at least that'll be out there. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay, I won't add any other packages for now because I don't actually need them. I think they would all be content things. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back to it. Okay. Camera. We have it. Let's throw it on there. Just do some minor pixelation. However, there's a bug in their code where they need to, they really should do this. Change the filter mode of this source image to filter mode point. It's kind of obnoxious that they don't, but it removes any of the, a lot of stuff. You get kind of aliasing that just doesn't work when you pixelate it. I'm also going to a solid color. I already feel so retro. Oh man, I crashed Unity. Whatever. Describe the problem. This seems like so much work. I don't even know what happened. Get out of We lost some stuff. So that's cool. That's never happened to me on a stream. Make our player, camera, this light, whatever, camera, we'll do solid color. Save. Put this on the camera, which should have my code changes saved at least. And yeah, it's so bright, it's so Mario. Ooh, well, I can reproduce it. I'm not sure what exactly I did, but at least I saved. Off to a great start. Okay, I'm gonna leave the green how it is. He's being very picky. I need some input. That was create input manager. And for now, to move X, axis, positive. So X would be move right. I don't think these are necessary, but I always do them. Move Y. Move up. I guess that would be move forward, move back. Turn. Now I see why I used to use vertical and horizontal. This is horizontal, but that would be turning on the y-axis. So I'll just call this turn. Visitor center didn't have up and down. Looking. This might, but I will start without it. And this is probably enough. Let's do a joystick map. I could do default, but left stick X is move X. And one of these, I think, needs to be inverted. I don't know which one. Right stick X. I'll do a lot of saving. Now what? Let's get this player working. I need a character controller and what else? A player. I think, didn't I already create player though? It just like didn't save. Okay, I'll save and get into player. This is not saved. I don't know what this should be. I'm gonna put it, so there's a fixed height before. This, there will be a variable height, but we're going to determine it a different way. I'm not sure if camera is necessary. Last look. What was last look? I don't know. Most of the stuff I don't need. Move X, move Y, turn, no vertical. Oh, this was the vertical. I see what that was all for. Oh, I need to make a player. Camera main transfer, get component in, parent player. I guess that works. That's fine. That is the main camera. Well, this other stuff doesn't matter. And then, what was I doing? Player. So I'm still working on player controls. Oh, yeah, that rewired player. Okay. Is that right? Because that would be player 0. I don't forget. We'll see very shortly. Okay, that's odd. Oh, okay, it just doesn't see that stuff. Let's put the player 20, 20, 20. I think it'll set to this, which will change later, but we'll come back to that. I don't think camera's used. So, just get rid of those. What do we got? I should probably save, but this is odd. Oh, the camera position wasn't synced to the. Okay, this needs to be reset. Okay. Kind of move around. It's not a very big space. This terrain is kind of funky. What is with that? Frames per second. Jesus. Maybe if I turn that off. That seems to be part of it. Static. No real time. I don't want real time. I imagine, because I'm not used to doing this stuff, there's probably some like LOD or something that I need to change up here. Detail, resolution. Oh, I don't know. That sounds like a lot. How about this? Resolution, terrain height, height map. Oh, there's should be help with these, right? Oh, there isn't. I don't know how these work. All right. Detail. I mean, the low poly thing will help a lot. Nature terrain instead. Oh, maybe that's also part of why it was like crashing and stuff. Maybe I should save nature terrain. This is do diffuse. Oh, I can't pick a color? Fine. What is this? Oh, because it's made for terrains, which you paint on. Well, can I, like, I guess paint, like, is there a fill tool? You know? I should never do new stuff in these kinds of streams. I don't know. I kind of want to go back to that. Bad. What do we got here? No, no. Ooh. Maybe I can. That's specular color. It's not gonna help. Thickness. I don't understand any of this. I'm gonna go back to green, which is I don't know. Is there a better? I mean, it's complaint. Can't use materials or shaders. Use shaders. Okay, stop messing with the terrain. Well, we need to make it a little bit faster because this is kind of ridiculous, right? I guess I also want to get rid of this height stuff and replace it with a script that will set the location to the terrain height. No. Terrain height. Terrain height. This is where, I mean, starting to get into like some bad practices, but whatever. It's like a pretty simple game jam game. And then this is going to refer to Game main terrain. Sample height. World position. Transform position. Which, what does this give me? I don't even know where I'm going. Give me a float. All right, height. And then, you know what? Transform. Okay. Oh, but I was going to add an offset, so I could actually say you this high off of the thing. Public float offset with a default of 5. Now we'll kind of get a better sense of scale. Okay, so I'm 5 off the ground. And this is not a very big terrain. But man, it's slow. I feel like I'm doing something stupid. Maybe it's part of the shader, like because I'm doing this shader that's should be normal. It's not really optimized for terrains. That could be. But we got a guy that moves around on a train. I shouldn't get stuck on that too much. So there's going to be coins. You click coins. This is a really silly game. And let's see, power-ups. Prefabs. Gold coin. Where are you at? So little. What is all this? What has it got? It's got power-up animation. I didn't know this stuff came with all this. Animated rotation. Yeah, that sounds good. This already does a bunch of stuff. Particles. Shit. Oh, it's got this. That's the particle effect. I was hoping for something a little cooler. It's interesting. I've never seen a particle system used for that, but cool. Oh, it's gonna throb. We gotta see what this looks like. We gotta get it out more. And why don't we? I don't know why they do this, but whatever. My terrain height. Cool. So it's pretty small. God, why is it throbbing and spinning? Jeez. No animated scale. Up and down. it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go with simple. I think in Mario Odyssey they just spin. So this needs to be bigger. I have no sense of size. 88 still needs to be bigger. Well, that was easy. So I'm going to have to do this again. 10, 10, 10. And what else? Save. Oh, I wanted to do the collect thing. I'm going to borrow some sounds from another project, which itself was borrowing sounds from another project. Coin. Nope, nope. Do a coin and I guess that's it for now. But I need it. I need it. It's no. See, I made a good player attractor. Let's see. So we need a bounding box on the whole thing. That's fine. Hello. All right, we'll make a player attractor. This is all fine. We don't have my width extension. That's kind of a bummer. I think though I can just grab that. From here. So I put a bunch of not those. Yes, extensions. Doop. Unity needs to import. However, it is complaining about what? I don't remember what the hell this is. Oh, I made some like logger thing. Is that it? Okay. Player attractor. These should work now. I'm gonna need a collider on this. Does this have one on it? I don't know why they have all this other stuff. Okay, so I'll put a box collider. I'll bring it up. Center is right, size is wrong. Actually, we want to make it big enough that it will start attracting when I get close enough to it. So maybe like, no, like 10. Maybe. I'll try. See how that works. Nothing is happening. That's fine. Oh, because I didn't put it on trigger. It's just blocking me. So this is about how close I'd have to get for it to start picking it up, which is kind of, I guess, close enough. And then the way this works is what? Send message to what? What did I do in the other game? I think it was coin on attracted. Yeah, destroy, play sound. That works. Yeah, I have to write a coin script anyway, so. Coin. Oh, this, yeah, I don't need any of this. They kind of jump into place in this other game. Collect sound. Yeah, all I really need is this. And I got rid of that audio on there. I'll put it back. Public audio source. Which will just say is the audio source on here, which means I need to add that. Okay, so now I should be able to do coin, this sound, and it will pick it up, make a sound. It didn't. Okay, so the shit. Player tractor. I think player main transform. I think that's what I want. Just start doing some logging. Trigger. Player. Worked that time. Didn't even play the sound. Get a little close. It's hard to see that it's going to... Huh. I think I want to make the... It's working now, but I need to make this box bigger. Like 20. Now it seemed too far. It's kind of weird that it just comes at you, but it's also slow. Part of the scale, and scale is such a weird thing in 3D. They're like, it's all just kind of relative perspective. Like right now, if I change the height, just the height of the player from the ground, you know, everything seems bigger. I'm gonna change the speed. Is there speed? Attract time 1. What is that supposed to be? Like 1 second? Make it level with me. And it is a very big coin now. Maybe it should be smaller. It's more satisfying when you can hear the sound. Although it's loud enough, you might be able to hear it from my headphones. Good enough for now. Also, we have coins. Enemies. Let's see. What could we use? Do these have previews? Yes. I had this crazy idea that the enemies were balloons, red balloons. I think there were some like devil little masks. These could chase you around. Purple, green. I wanted 2 kinds. Kinds of stuff in here. I've never really gone through this. Yeah, it doesn't actually have like characters. I'm pretty sure those masks aren't even supposed to be characters. They're supposed to be masks. They're actually kind of like emojis. I bet a lot of these were just based on the fact that there's emojis. Let's see, what's scarier, red or purple? Purple's kind of scary. Okay, I'm gonna get a red thing in here. It's set up like a power up, which is not correct. Power up animation. Where's this? Okay, this is gonna need to be at least as big as the coin. I don't know where anything is in this space. Let's do that and see what it looks like. Oof. Yeah. That's funny. And this is like stand-in art, maybe? So, but it's already kind of like, that'd be creepy. I feel like I did some enemy stuff that I could use. I could make them like raptors. Kind of want them to move around. I guess I could take the raptor stuff and add moving around. Yeah. Let's see. I was just thinking about some game design stuff. So there's two enemies. I'm kind of thinking there's the one that there's a bunch of, and then there's like maybe one really big one, and the big one gets you, you die and start over. So you really want to avoid the big one. You can't kill a big one, but you can slow it down so that you can get away. The little ones are kind of there to kind of give you something to also avoid, but aren't as big a threat. But I thought it'd be interesting if two things. One, they if you don't kill them quick enough, if they get close to you enough, long enough, they'll attract the big ones. The big one's kind of going around, and they'll kind of like let the big one know. And so then they're a threat that you need to get rid of quickly. And you're also collecting coins to beat the level. And so maybe they also, if they touch you, then they would put coins back on the map, so they kind of set you back in terms of progress. Really basic stuff. Kind of just go with that and see how it works out. I also need that terrain height thing. And let's look at some raptor code. Let's see, raptor code, or I could do the nub code. You make them jump too, like the nubs. Yeah, that might be kind of scary. Yeah. Let's do that. My height though, let's make it 3. Okay, so now they're going to be the same height, and I can get a sense of what this thing is like close up. Wait a minute. That's not right. Why do they change their own? Where did they go? Oh, wait, what? It's small. I don't understand. Oh, because I reset the size too. Okay, well, so I need to fix this because this is wrong. But it should still be 10. And then this is out here somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So if it was kind of jumping around, that'd be kind of scary a little, maybe. Gives it more interesting animation and would differentiate it from the other one later. So, sure. I got the code. That's the thing I'm thinking is I've already got this code from this other game, so jumper. Jumping, jump on spawn, jump. I don't think we need that, but everything else looks good. So now we have a thing that can jump and will randomly jump, I guess, is the thing. The hell? Normally I'm working with a position of Y being ground, but now it's going to be dynamic, so I guess I could have terrain heighter set. What do I want to happen? This will also override the jumping, won't it? I actually don't want it to set it. I want to set it if it's below, I think is what I want. And let's see. Yeah. If position Y. Okay. Yeah. Target min height, basically, is what we're defining here. If position Y is less than min height, then set it to min height. which would allow the jumper to jump higher. However, we need to know what 0 is. I'm thinking that we actually make this public float as well. Public float. So that any other scripts can access it. So jumper can say ground height equals get component terrain height min height. Then here we say if it's below, what the hell am I saying? If it's below ground height, well, I was combining below and above. Below. Anyway. I think this is it. This is all I need. So this fucker should jump. Why am I up here? I think he's jumping randomly. It's kind of weird. What's yeah, I don't understand why my height changed. Move, da 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 da. And this is like if y is below min height. And why am I so far off the ground? Oh, because it's not setting me, because I start up high and now there's nothing that will actually set it to. Okay, then I'm gonna do like public float log height. In which case I will always set it. We'll come back to this if this ends up being dumb. No, this is what I want. If it's min height or log height. Cool. And then my player is gonna log height. What? What? Oh, it float. What was I? Now we should be level with the devil thing. Nope, I still feel very tall. Did I not? Did it not? Whatever. Now it has some life. So it'll kind of come after me, maybe as, and that is, let's see. The nub logic I have is just like always go after player, basically no matter where. The raptor logic, which probably has a bunch of other code that I have to get rid of, is has more complicated. This looks better when it's moving, by the way. It's kind of high. Let's mess with its stuff. Jump force, gravity force. Maybe lower gravity. So now it's going to jump higher. $40 and $60. I think that's an improvement, I think. 540, 60. And then the coming after you part. I think I want to start with the nub code because it's simpler. What do we have here? This doesn't do anything interesting, but when it dies, so is it a player seeker? That's it. So the character controller, it has, okay. This is a good little script. Sometimes I feel like I make these into really tiny little components, but like smaller than most people would, but works out pretty nicely. So this has everything it needs, but there's no character controller on this thing, so do I need that? I do. Because then there's other objects I need to have it not run into stuff. Right. Yeah, something like that. That's basically it. Okay. And okay, it's doing the moving. Speed is 1. We'll see how this goes. Oh, he's not moving. Or is he moving slowly? Well, player seeker doesn't have. Did I not save this script? That's what happened. Come on. Ooh. Ah. I like this. So the little guys should move faster, but something like this for the bigger one would be cool. So it's just like constantly coming towards you. So maybe I don't even need the like little ones are telling the big one where it is. It's just always coming at you like it follows. How much faster? 5 times faster. Yeah. And it stops there. It's kind of scary. Okay. I think it needs a range though. Yeah. It's coming. What next? I could do the range thing. This will be more interesting with stuff populating it, but you gotta get the core stuff done first. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna change the script to player seeker wanderer. So I'll kind of wander in different directions until you're in range. Even if you're behind it, which will kind of optimize that later. But I think a simple player seeker range thing will be good. Player seeker wanderer. So I'm gonna have public float range, which would be what? Something like 30. I'll try. as a default. Let's see. So that means this needs a target now. Okay. Private vector 3 target. Pick target. Target equals. I guess I can use the range. Range is radius. So plus or minus the current location. It's a random number. X and Z. No, random range. Would be like maybe range divided by 2. And range x, y, x, 0, y. Maybe I should make it a 2D vector. No. New vector plus transform position. This will always be positive, right? So how can I have it do random negative value? Oh, I guess I can just offset it. So actually what I want is range times 2 and then minus range, right? The minimum. Full range. If it's range and kind of only want it. Oh, okay. No. If I did minus, I need to have the value already because I want to do minus half. Right. It's probably a better way to do this too, but So what? X equals x minus x divided by 2. I guess I can do that here. I'm just going to assume that that works. And then I want to do a distance test. If same thing is right below their distance. Means for our position with y as 0, if the distance is greater than the range, then we're going to wander. Otherwise, we're going to seek. And we've got this whole seek, enter, exit callback thing, which seeking is false. I guess that won't matter. Let's see if, yeah, I shouldn't worry about that. So now I want to look at the target and look at the target and move towards the target. But pick target. If we're close to the target, then we need to pick a new target. Target with y 0, even though it should be 0 already. If that distance is less than, I don't know. Just to be safe, in case anything is blocking it, we'll say 5. Then pick a new target. Okay. What? Ah. Going around. Where's he going? Does he have a new target? He's going somewhere. Oh, interesting, because the target is 0 and he's doing a look at, so his head tilts down as he approaches the target. What's interesting is he hasn't found a new target that is behind him. So my math was wrong. The range of 30, picking a random number between 30 and 60. If I pick 30, then I want to make it between negative 15 and 15. So I would cut it in half, divide by 2, subtract that. That seems to make sense. 0, 1 minus 1 divided by 2. Huh. I mean, it's random. It's possible that just didn't get anything behind them. It's no like major turning. It's a little. It keeps going off that way. Oh, it found me. And it's coming back to the target. And you know, what is up with this target shit? Pick a target. Current position was a random number. I mean, that Y is supposed to be C, so that's just a label problem, but this is stupid. I should just do a random range between negative range and range, right? It's obvious. Duh. That means it could find something like immediately next to it, but that's probably fine. For this one, you should turn around more often. Yeah. Wandering, and I get close, and he's like, I'll come and get you. It's pretty scary when he jumps on you and his teeth. The FPS isn't great. It's around 30. when not doing anything, which is okay, but when I replace the terrain with a low poly terrain, it'll probably be a lot better. Okay, so there's that enemy, and then I wanted to do basically the same thing, but with scarier enemy. The purple devil purple. Which I need to make like this one more. So that is make it really big. No power-up animation. Although the animated offset would be kind of interesting. It's kind of like it's a ghost. I'm going to keep that, see how that looks. Offset, cycle duration, amplitude. Probably needs to be higher than that. But I'm going to give it all of this stuff. Maybe not jumper. Terrain, hider. At probably needs to be more than that. I'll put it at 5. Player Secret Wanderer. 35-1. Probably needs it higher. But speed 1, nice and slow. But the range is the same as a regular one. And then character controller. What's with his eyes? Jesus. Okay. Hey. It's not moving. Is it moving? It's so big you can only see its teeth when it gets close. So I can put it closer to the ground. That amplitude thing worked really well. The offset animation from the power-up script. I like it. So he's going to be wandering around out there. Its offset is smaller. And I think that's what it really needs. Here he comes. Actually too slow, I think. maybe he doesn't need to get so close to kill you. So maybe he can like get about this close and then do some kind of attack. I wonder if he can get closer to the ground. Or if this is too much. Huh. Not that. Okay. Speed maybe 3. Creepy. Maybe it has a bigger range. 60. Actually, I'm not sure I could easily put the. Oh yeah, I could. I was gonna say the jumper thing on the other devil would not work with the Y oscillation, but if they're separate game objects, it should work actually. Why isn't he very close to the ground? I guess messing with the oscillation. Yeah, so if I lock this height. Oh, Jesus. That's creepy. I can't move though because it's colliding with the terrain. I should probably turn that off. I thought I did. Because I don't really need it. So this would allow me to set an offset. Okay, this is how we do it. Purple. So I want this to be more like there, which I should still be. Nope. 5. I can't tell if that is above ground. Looks like about where ground is. And then this thing is about 16 high, so make it 8. And then lock the height of the outer one. I also need to change the center of this radius to 8, something like that. And how is his speed? 3. And this was like 60. Let's try it. So it should always be the same minimum height from the ground, which is not, I think it could be lower. It's gonna be too low. It's like 2 maybe. It's kind of annoying because I don't know if I'm gonna keep this art. I'm just kind of imagining this, and like if we did, as it gets closer, it actually goes kind of into the ground and its mouth starts getting bigger. So it's like its mouth is chasing you at eye level. That'd be creepy. I guess I could come back to that idea later. Okay, so the idea is there'd be one of those on the map, and then a fair number of these. How many? I don't know. There will be 256 coins. So I guess that's next on my list. Enemies spawning. Already have some terrain, and a lot of the game stuff will come last. So this is kind of the plan from here. I'm gonna do some random spawning of coins and red devils, and then probably center the purple one, and then get some trees and place those around as well. And then after that, I'm gonna need like some shooting. And then I can tie it all together so that you have ammo and you win when you collect all the coins, and you die if the purple one catches you. But yeah, I have some other interesting creepy art to use instead of these, but this is that loosely based on a game that I was trying to make when I was 19. And I wonder if I want to push it more in the direction. It was called Dark Forest, so it was very foresty. I guess I can slowly push it in that direction. But I had some art made for it with these kind of crazy looking ghosts. It's basically Pac-Man. Collect the things, and actually that might be interesting. Instead of using coins, if there was like a power up, so if the enemies were fairly invulnerable, and shooting at them maybe slows them down, though keep in mind you have fixed, limited amount of ammo. And if there is a power-up that put you in a mode where they become vulnerable. Very Pac-Man. Modern Pac-Man. None of this is even getting to like the core gimmick of the idea of the game. But this is sort of like part one. Part two I'll do tomorrow. And then they need to come together. So I'm doing 256. Tomorrow I'll do 2. Okay, let's center this purple guy. I'm not sure how big this terrain is. 256. So 128. My prefabs. So we got coin and little devil. And this is big devil. Though semantically I might want to say little enemy and big enemy just so that I can allow myself to possibly switch out the devil arm with something else at a later point. So we're not going to put more than one, so we can leave this and we'll put these into prefabs. And I guess game can spawn these. I think I want, well, let's see, width, height. Those are public, so let's see if I can get terrain, get component, terrain, generator. Width and height. So what do I want? Public int enemies. Let's try 10 coins. But this is enemies spawn enemies. Spawned. Spawnable. Spawnable. Enemy count. This is something that will change, and we don't want it to be like the state of the game. It's the initial state. So, I guess we could say enemy spawns. Kind of almost sounds like it employs. This works. Coin spawns, enemy spawns. We need references. Enemy prefab. coin prefab. And then yeah, so first we'll do I less than enemy spawns, and we just instantiate an enemy prefab at vector 3 quaternion identity. This will be random range between 0 and gen width far y random range 0 gen height x 0 y, and then in the same for coin spawns coin prefab. So now we'll take these ones. Come on. Take these out. Although I might just make a. What the hell is this supposed to be? I'll make prefabs. Put these under there. Big enemy. And then disable that. And game needs prefabs. We've got coin and we've got little enemy. Okay, 10 enemies, 256 coins. Let's see what happens. Yes. Whoa. That's a lot of coins. I'm hearing a lot of coin sounds. Game juice. I have more juice than you're able to experience. See how they kind of gravitate towards you. Those enemies are off the map. A bunch over here. Need a nice big progress bar for coins. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess to try it out, see how it feels at this point. It's a little more satisfying than I expected, just collecting coins. Um, bunch of missing coins. I don't think there's any more coins. So I beat the level. So 10 enemies. I mean, they're kind of all off the map. Yeah. Ten enemies. Also thinking about the progression of the levels because there's going to be less coins as time goes on. And maybe more enemies. I wonder what 256 would look like. Madhouse. Why are prefabs still enabled? Oh, I disabled the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, I can't move. Oh, shit. Fucking devils all over the place. This project's called Bit Crush or Bit Crusher or something like that. Working title. Why are they all going over there? Why aren't they over here? It's like a devil convention. What are they doing? Maybe they're getting stuck on each other. That's so weird. Here's my game, all done. What are you guys doing out there? Jesus. Maybe the big one should be even bigger. With a bigger range. Because it seems kind of avoidable. Or maybe I should bring back the idea of it's moving towards you if. I guess the original idea I had was that it's always moving towards you, which it's not now.